You woke up. Wonderful. I was worried that the Kupala evil spirits might prove fatal,
Yeah.
even for such a powerful witch as you.
Where's my book?
You! What's going on? Where am I? Where's the black book?
Calm down, Vasilisa. You don't possess this ancient artifact anymore. We've taken it for a more practical goal than yours.
She's gonna betray you.
I seem to remember now. I saw you and the spinner at the forest edge. I should have finished you off that time in Vilgard.
But I'm grateful for this mercy, as well as for what you did for breaking so many seals. What a pity. You can't even fathom all the power that even just one granted wish can bestow.
You can't handle it! Let me out, and you'll understand why even Kupala chores weren't able to stop me.
Perhaps. But you won't get out this time. I've sealed you in. You have neither your Zagavors, nor your sorceress items. What a pity you weren't able to keep the flower of Polopodiaphuta. It was destroyed when the seal was broken, I presume.
I should have known you to be Khaldun even that time at Zemskaya Station.
You couldn't have known that I was a Khaldun the same as you. But I do recall our first meeting. You're alive only because you've done so much to break the seals. My mentor wanted to open the last one with your very life, but I stopped her.
What? Am I supposed to thank you now?
Yes.
Maybe you are? You're not hearing her web, aren't you?
Stockholm Syndrome.
If I had the book the first day, all of this trouble could have been avoided.
Yes, it's my fault you did bad things.
Neither you nor your Yegor understand the true power of the artifact. I couldn't trust you with a wish.
Yes, how could I?
So you're the spinner's apprentice. You hid it quite well. Even my grandpa didn't know.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He knew?
You deceived him.
Wait, what? I said he wouldn't know and you said he would?
Where is the black book?
Stop worrying about your artifact.
So you just said it's fine.
But may this knowledge brighten your confinement. The book is safely in the hands of my mentor. Soon I will join her with a well-crafted wish, and my goal will be achieved.
How do you know she's not gonna take the wish though?
Nice move. I've done all the hard work, and you're the one reaching your goal, eh?
You may well despise me, but know this. I'm doing the greater good for all of Russia. There is no comparison between our quarrel and the end result of my efforts. You will soon see the greater benefits of my mission.
How did you manage to capture me?
You were too weak from your fight with the Kupala Chorts. I brought you to my humble mansion and locked you up with the Zagavar. Not long ago, I was a prisoner of your mentor as well. It was quite hard to escape, and that's why I employ additional means to your confinement. The door is locked with a lock as well.
With a lock, you say?
Let me out. If not me, then my grandpa will get to you.
I don't think he cares about you that much.
Nonsense.
I don't have any more time for talking. I have to get back to wishcrafting. So much depends on it.
Wait! Let me out! Damn it! The door is locked. Well, I can handle regular locks, I suppose. But there's that Zagavar of his. I have to look around. He took all my herbs and items. Very well. I'll catch my breath, then escape. And then I'll get my book back.
Okay. Can my torts not free me? Is that not something they can do? Hunger. Whatever. Prison. I can set off for the prison. Okay. To the prison. Alexander thinks he can hold me here with locks and sorcery? He should have known better. I got my bird with me, he'll free me. Correct? No.
Iron bars, slimy from the dampness of the cellar, block your path. You try to open the door, but it's locked.
Flower?
Your palm still remembers the piercing pain of the monastery needle, and you feel as if the flower is throbbing inside your hand. You touch the lock, and it falls open with a quiet click.
Oh, that's freaking easy.
You open the door, but can't take a step. Alexander's barrier of sorcery still remains.
Ah, shit. Bucket?
There's nothing inside the bucket.
Oh, do I have to pee in the bucket?
There's a small hole in the bench, and that's it.
Ed.
An uchvat is standing with its prongs turned upward. This is my pistir. Chort seems to want some work again.
Okay, there's a mushroom. Rotten mushroom. Okay, is a crack.
There's some kind of crack in the wall, and there's a bit of hay inside. Some hay, and that's it.
Can't
Nothing
pull the hay
else.
out.
Well, I've no time to waste in his dungeons. I have to break the Zagavor. Or should I look some more for that enchanted item?
What's enchanted item?
I hope I can get out of here quickly. No needle, nothing.
No needle. I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. Or I'm looking for hay in a needle stack.
Well, I've no time to waste in his or should I look some more for that? I
Whatever.
can rely only on myself. A simple Zagavor won't be enough to hold me. There's some item here that he put the Zagavor on. Very well. Where's the source of Alexander's sorcery?
A crack? Right?
Did he enchant the hay?
Wrong.
Doesn't look like that's the case. No.
The fork.
It's the oven fork. It
Shit.
is set by the door with the prongs facing upward for a reason. I can't reach.
Here you are, here!
Carnish!
You thought that I'd leave you in a cage, even though you help everyone in my forest? I'm not that kind of a raven. I'm not!
Your companion drops the oven fork, and the magical barrier collapses in an instant. You thank your savior and prepare to continue along your way.
Dang. This basement sure has a low ceiling. Still, it's roomier than any Golbets I've ever been in. House?
A low vaulted hall leads into the depths of the mansion. It's hard to see in the murky twilight of the cellar, and you freeze in place when you hear a loud hiss ahead. There is something stirring in the dark.
Help me, Carnish.
The raven flies forward and returns with news of a demonic flock waiting in ambush.
Let's get him.
It seems Alexander did not trust your safety solely to Locks and Zagavers, so he left some demonic guards as well. You frantically try to remember some Zagavers to finish them off quickly. They mustn't warn their master.
I forgot I didn't have my book. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Wait. Why? 4. So he needs 4 more damage. That's 3. That's annoying. Wait. What was 4? Key tongue? How much? Is that enough? No. No. No, 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 no. 3. Maybe that should target the healthier guy. Three. 7. 8. Yeah. So Gila Perlapalapapine tongue. Gila Perlapalapapine. Okay. Oh, wine cellar? Noblemen keep their wine reserves in these sorts of rooms. You could open a pothouse with all of this. Oh my. Classic Richie Rich.
A cloud of dust swarms out of old barrels from the wine cellar. Neither man nor evil spirit has set foot here for a long time. Barrels bear inscriptions in an unfamiliar tongue. You absent-mindedly examine one vessel after another, when you finally notice one strange lone bottle on the table. Coming closer, you see some strange Khaldun symbols on its label.
Yoink. Chance the herbs don't disappear after use 40%. Oh. Oh. Resistance to status waste, curse, poison. Now, wasn't these waste? Yeah. Wait, what's the difference between resistance? Immunity? Oh, wait, no, that's resistance. Cure poison? Yeah. Yeah. That flower's really good. Move on to the storage. This is a kind of goblet. Perhaps I could find something useful here. Goblet? House? What? Grave? I'm so confused.
It seems that only the ever-present mold remembers this pantry. The mold grows strongly in the presence of evil spirits, and has spread its dimly glowing bushes through all of the reserves of the mansion's owner. A couple of Susiedkas are hiding in the corner, their eyes gleaming with frightened embers.
What's wrong?
Don't eat us, witch! We have nothing! Nothing! Only mold! This chode is quite intimidated by someone.
Calm down. I won't eat you, poor Susietkos. Why are you so scared?
Oh, whew. I thought one of Alexander's demons grew to our place. It's scary in the mansion these days. The stronger our master gets, the more demons flock here. Some are quite evil. They can gobble you up for good. Now, I understand my godfather that ran away from his Khaldun master. We can't manage with our Khaldun. No one even knows if he is the one.
Alexander?
Tell me about your master.
There's nothing to tell. He was a good man, and his parents were fine people. That is, before they start learning black magic. We've been in hiding since then. For how long? Half a century is my guess. He's a good guy, tries to help people. He wants to do good, but it's turned out as it usually does.
No one knows.
Khaldunan's secret?
Well, everyone sees you as a witch and respect you as one. Our Alex tries to conceal his gift. Such is the way of secret sorcerers.
Okay, bye.
Well, maybe I'll manage to scare off some of the demons. You'll have an easier life than I'd imagine.
Whoa! Thanks! We didn't expect any help, if I may be frank. Here you go. Some mold-free supplies for your journey.
Oh, thank you. Huh? Old warehouse. Haha, here's the basement exit. Finally, Jesus.
Your gloomy thoughts are fueled by thick shadows around you. Before the darkness engulfs you entirely, you see a flicker of a candle near the staircase, and you rush towards it.
Ambush. Why is there a demonic
You
goose?
step back from the toothy swan. Time is short, and you have to decide what to do next.
Talk to it.
I am quite impressed. No book, yet you managed to defeat the Lock, the Zagover, and even the demons. Oh, magnifique! Please excuse the French that I've acquired while serving Mon Sorcier.
This is an old spirit. Very old.
Mon Dieu! Vorsa has new offspring again! What should you make of these leashes? They're everywhere and out of control, it would seem. Enough of that. First, let me tell you, Vasilisa, enchanté de faire votre connaissance.
And let me tell you that I'm immune to your Zagavars.
Charmant.
You won't scare me with your fancy magic words. You'd better let me pass, you demon.
Mais non, I can't do this. A direct order from Alexandre.
He doesn't speak French, does he?
But as I said, I am impressed. He said to me, "Don't let Vasilisa pass. She has no powers left." I think there is a small loophole there, n'est-ce pas?
I'm quite capable even without the book, as you see.
Right, vraiment? Quite so, quite so. But I would like to see that for myself. How about a duel in our language of knowers, avec la langue de sorcier? But be ready. One mistake and your soul is mine.
Swan?
I see that you're no ordinary Shishiga.
What's true is true. Oh, I am as old as some of your friends.
He's older than Borsa.
Ah, quel joli oiseau. We are the same age to be exact. But it is true, I used to be the patron of ancient tribes. And now I guide the neophytes to the wonderful world of witchcraft.
How should I call you, Toothy Swan?
Oh, I've had quite a lot of names. But now I prefer to be called Pierre.
Pierre?
Oh, but let me be whoever I want. Quelle vie?
Alexander?
How long have you known Alexander?
Since he climbed through my moat, and that was a day of nightly wonders. Quel mystère de la magie. He's a good fellow, mon camarade, but he gave me strange tasks. To plow a field, to cut down some trees, and he's never happy with my results. But that is the nature de le diable. We spoil and curse, but we can't create. But hell is full of rumors. They say that the book is in the spinner's hands, and that she wants to exterminate all charts.
What do you mean? I thought she wanted to tame them for useful work.
Imagine that.
That's Alexander's plan, but not her plan. A duel?
What is this language of the knowers that you're talking about?
Oh, magnifique, magnifique. This will be an excellent fight. It's better if you tell me. What is it that you call the language of knowers?
What does this Tooth Swan mean by language of the knowers?
Wing. It's not one of the foreign languages, that's for sure. Well, it's not that then, so... Riddles?
Only the ones with knowledge can guess riddles. And who knows a lot of riddles is the knower himself.
Très bien. But that was but a warm-up. Let's get down to business.
And defeat
You have to
the
guess
Huns.
3 riddles. No doubt you're quite capable, even without a book. Et puis, your way is clear. Well, you've spent quite some time with this item. Its spine is stiff. Its body, black.
The book?
Always ready to break your foe's back.
Its spine is stiff, its body black. Always ready to break your foe's back. That's my book! These are the riddles of an ancient demon? I've heard the likes of these at evening parties.
Pas mal? If you already know this one, let me give you another one that's fresh.
Why'd you tell him to make it harder?
A swan is swimming, but doesn't fly, and lets smoke rise to the sky.
A swan is swimming, but doesn't fly, and lets smoke rise to the sky.
Is it a boat? This is something fresh. Something new. A whole steamship.
I know this one. A self-propelling boat called a steamship.
Magnifique! Well, I am hopeful still. You see, I love riddles with swans in them.
Do you?
I'm not surprised.
Alors, your final answer will be known to you, a young mortal, but not to us, the spirits of the nature. A white swan, never cut or with a blade hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
A white swan was never cut or with a knife hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
A white swan was never cut or with a knife hewn, but it was by everyone consumed. You can cut soul, right? An insult can cut. You have to cut game animals. Breasts.
Every mortal knows a mother's breast, but not you, spirits.
Oh, I thought you meant like having breasts, but yeah.
Je suis impressionné. I am impressed. Well then, I dare not detain you any longer, oh beautiful Vasilisa. C'est un honneur. I'm sure you'll get your artifact back.
Thanks, terrifying swan. Sorry, you've
The
never
cellar
known
door
a
is
breast.
locked tight. You turn your gaze to the palm of your hand where the flower was sown. Concentrating your power on your palm, you reach for the door, but suddenly realize that your hand is invisible. Your companion smiles condescendingly. Such a trick can fool a mortal, but not an evil spirit.
Can ravens smile? Tee hee hee hee. Atrium, I'm invisible. Too far. Entrance room. That's one beautiful inner porch. I could get used to this. Set off.
A dazzling light falls on the dusty cellar staircase and drags you inside to the richly decorated hallway. Your breath is taken away by the sheer splendor of a mansion you've only imagined from looking at pictures. Demons dressed in strange black and white costumes are here and there among the baroque curls of the rich staircase leading to the second floor. One of them rushes towards you.
Demons, attack. Cool. What
You
up?
prepare all your eloquence to stop the demon before it attacks you, but it proves to be unnecessary. It seems the Chort, in a black dress coat, wants to offer you an entire tray of delicacies.
Huh?
Welcome, welcome, dear lady. I didn't know our master had guests.
Yep.
Oh, but put our service to the test. Try this gratinni. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the other demons.
Oh. No, thank you.
No, I'm not hungry.
As you wish. If you need me, you only need to say the word.
Wait a moment. Tell me,
Alexander?
where's your master?
Why, in his office, of course. Should I announce your arrival?
No, wait. I will go myself. Let it be a surprise.
What a joy to see such a nice young lady. Please forgive me if I'm speaking too bluntly.
Why are you dressed so nicely?
What kind of demons are you? Why are you dressed this way?
This is the direct order of our master, and we quite like it, of course. Obviously, some may protest this, but me, personally, I'm very happy. And I won't torment Alexander. Even if I get such a chance, I won't.
Right. Of course you won't.
No, I mean it, young lady. It's so much better being a butler than stealing milk. Everything will change when other demons realize that.
Oh.
What do you have here on your tray?
The best appetizers for our guests. Would you like some?
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not.
As you wish. If you need me.
Wait a moment. Tell me,
Goodbye.
I should start to seek out your master.
Of course, young lady. You just need to follow this staircase.
Thanks. Atrium, a beautiful room in the center of the manor. How beautiful.
A winter garden is growing here
That's not glass.
under the dome of ornate glass. Your eye skips from one herb to another. The greenery is full of exotic plants, the likes of which you've never seen. Alexander's Chorts are tending to this place.
Some herbs.
Such exotic greenery you've only seen in some of Yegor's books and heard mentioned in stories about faraway lands. You've also found some familiar magical herbs.
What up?
The Chorts are working in this garden according to the instructions of their master. Oddly enough, they are quite good at it. Some are dissatisfied with their job, while others have resigned themselves to their fate. You manage to learn some demon-handling tricks that Alexander uses to drill these Chorts.
Ooh, a library. Rather curious. What type of books does a prominent Khaldun keep in his library? Is he prominent if he's sneaky?
So much knowledge. You wouldn't be able to find such a vast collection of books in your Izba, nor in the churches of Vilgert and Cherdin. For a moment, you forget both the Black Book and your mission, consumed by the dreams of reading all of these bits of treasure. The sudden glimmer of moonlight in the eyes of the stuffed bear helps you to return to your thoughts.
Bear?
The unkind eyes of the bear make you wary. You take a step closer to realize that the stuffed animal is filled with Chorts. Some books are written in languages unknown to you, while others are too lengthy to be understood in such a short time. Nevertheless, you find a collection of epics and legends, which you decide to borrow from Alexander.
Oh, thanks. Oh, gallery. He stores pictures and portraits in this room. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick.
The walls are richly decorated with incredible lifelike portraits and landscape paintings more impressive than you've ever seen in your life. This craftsmanship is incomparable not only to the primitive luboks, but even to illuminated manuscripts. Several startled shorts drop their dusting rags and scatter away out of fright.
It's around. Oh. Yeah. It's got a long line of... Oh. Those ones haven't been done well. Who's here? We're out.
You may go on your way.
I don't really know what was here, so I'm out these corridor. I'm close. All that's left is to walk down this long corridor.
The winding halls are as full of demons as a stove corner is full of cockroaches. Some are doing quite useful work, it seems. Chorts are scrubbing floors and washing the copper furniture handles. Several spirits are bolder than the rest. They rush to attack.
I'm back in the gallery apparently. Oh my god, a puzzle. Worms. Ailment. I've only got one turn, so cool, thanks for that one. Spikes maybe will come in handy. Inflict damage equal to the number of pages in the Zagara. Okay. We definitely want to hit you with this. Because that's you dead. We want a spike. We probably want a Aruba. Increase received by 3. Ailment. Oh. Is that gonna be like a... He has to die hitting me. Oh wait, but it will be that one. Should I do maths? 10 damage to him? 3s? 5s? 10? That leaves him... How much are you taking? Just 3. And the 10 you hit me for. Okay, let's see how this goes. Sneak head. That one. Yeah. Wow, worms. And then you slap me and you get hurt. And then you slap me and you die. Yay! To his office. Alexander's in his office. He has no idea I've broken free and done all this stuff. He even bragged about doing extra stuff to stop me getting out. He loves having that book tucked away.
You enter Alexander's office. He looks through you, seeing nothing. The fern flower does its job properly. The table is littered with papers, blueprints, and magical books. Your captor walks back and forth, quietly muttering something incoherent, as if in a trance.
Let's look around.
They look like Alexander.
Oh,
What a
mechanism?
strange mechanism. And the devils are spinning inside.
Wee blueprints.
There are some pictures here. They look like mechanism for chorts to operate.
Oh, like cars and stuff.
These are the items that Alexander took away. You may grab them, but the invisibility will subside.
Okay.
Hard at work, eh?
What? How's that possible? You, Vasilisa? How? From where?
It seems that the invisibility wears off if I talk to anyone.
Someone's rapping at your chamber door.
The raven perches upon a bust above the door.
Good one.
That must be the very same magnetism that I've heard so much about. The kind that moves people and objects about.
It's none of your business. Now give me back my stuff, or else. As you can see, I have enough strength left to handle all of your pitiful defenses.
Yes, that is true, Vasilisa. I won't argue that. But then again, I can't quite agree. What if I do return your items? will you go back to the spinner?
Don't try my patience.
Your mentor wouldn't even want you to have the book.
A fine yarn you're spinning.
Yes, yes. I'm sure he wants the same thing that I do. Chertocracy.
What are you talking about? Old Yegor not wanting me to have this book? He gave it to me himself.
He has his reasons, I'm sure. My noble goal could be one of them. Yes, I told him all about Chertocracy myself when he locked me inside your izba. And even before that, he told me all about Nikolai's wedding.
What?
You don't know your mentor well enough, Vasilisa.
Lies.
I mean, I thought he was the devil to start with.
Don't believe me? Ask the spinner then.
The spinner?
Where does she keep my book?
In her izba, where else? But you won't be able to defeat her.
You still underestimate my power.
I'm aware of your power, but hers is greater still. She may have bestowed her charts to me, but her power has remained with her nonetheless.
Don't try and scare me.
It is but warning.
Shortocracy.
That shortocracy you're talking about.
Because Alexander, every other human, shorts.
Well, the title could be better, that's true. But the concept itself is sound. Imagine our motherland, where the strongest and wisest Khaldun rules. And his power grows yet, since he passes his chords by inheritance to his successor, the next in line, whose power almost matches his own.
Right. A Khaldun instead of a Tsar is just what we need.
And don't forget that the demons will also work, and only for the common good. And this is indeed possible. You must have already seen only a small sample of what I've done with my charts in the mansion. Believe me, the Chertocracy is possible in Russia. We have just one seal to break.
What do you mean I do?
I've had enough of your ramblings.
His ideas make sense. Think about it, Vasilisa. Maybe he'll be useful to us after all.
Thrice we've dueled. There
Thrice.
won't be a fourth time.
Persuade.
We have nothing to argue about.
You decided to give me the book? To give up your wish?
Oh no. I won't give my wish away. But maybe I can persuade him in another way.
Yeah, the spinner wants to kill all shorts.
You say that I don't know my mentor. But it is you who do not know yours. The spinner wants to use the book for herself to get rid of all the chorts.
Lies. This is impossible.
Hell is full of rumors. Your swan told me about them. It seems many powerful demons are aware of this.
Oh, my lord. We must stop her. Here, take your things. And meet me there.
Alexander gives you your bag with herbs and artifacts and wishes you good luck. He promises to help you at his mentor's izba, and you decide to meet up over there. You make haste. The spinner must not break the last seal.
Yeah.